Preparing for your UK theory test? Congratulations, you've come to the right channel. On this channel, you'll find everything you need to pass on your first try guaranteed. This mock test includes 50 questions, just like the real exam. You'll need 43 correct answers to pass. Quick tip, don't miss the last 8 road sign questions. They're important and can earn you easy points in your exam. All questions are based on the official DVSA study guide. Keep track of your score and let us know in the comments how many you got right. Let's get started. Question 1. What should you do if your mobile phone rings while you're driving or riding? A. Stop immediately. B. Answer it immediately. C. Leave it until you have stopped in a safe place. D. Pull up at the nearest curb. The correct answer is C. Leave it until you have stopped in a safe place. Explanation: it's illegal to use a handheld mobile or similar device when driving or riding, except in a genuine emergency. The safest option is to switch off your mobile phone before you set off and use a message service. If you've forgotten to switch your phone off and it rings, you should leave it. When you've stopped in a safe place, you can see who called and return the call if necessary. Question 2. What should you do before slowing down or stopping your vehicle? A. Sound the horn. B. Use the mirrors. C. Select a higher gear. D. Flash the headlights. The correct answer is B. Use the mirrors. Explanation: before slowing down or stopping, check the mirrors to see what's happening behind you. Also assess what's ahead and make sure you give the correct signal if it will help other road users. Question 3. You're in a one-way street and want to turn right. Where should you position your vehicle when there are 2 lanes? A. In the right-hand lane. B. In the left-hand lane. C. In either lane, depending on the traffic. D. Just left of the center line. The correct answer is A. In the right-hand lane. Explanation: when you're in a one-way street and want to turn right, you should take up a position in the right-hand lane. This will allow other road users, not wishing to turn, to pass on the left. Indicate your intention and take up the correct position in good time. Question 4. You're in a line of traffic. What action should you take if the driver behind is following very closely? A. Ignore the driver behind and continue to travel within the speed limit. B. Slow down, gradually increasing the gap between you and the vehicle in front. C. Signal left and wave the driver behind to come past. D. Move over to a position just left of the center line of the road. The correct answer is B. Slow down, gradually increasing the gap between you and the vehicle in front. Explanation: if the driver behind is following too closely, there's a danger. They'll collide with the back of your vehicle if you stop suddenly. You can reduce this risk by slowing down and increasing the safety margin in front of you. This reduces the chance that you'll have to stop suddenly and allows you to spread your braking over a greater distance. This is an example of defensive driving. Question 5. What should you do when you're overtaking a horse and rider? A. Sound your horn as a warning. B. Go past as quickly as possible. C. Flash your headlights as a warning. D. Go past slowly and carefully. The correct answer is D. Go past slowly and carefully. Explanation: horses can be startled by the sound of a car engine or the rush of air caused by a vehicle passing too closely. Keep well back and only pass when it's safe. Leave them plenty of room. You may have to use the other side of the road to go past safely. Question 6. What's the purpose of a catalytic converter? A. To reduce fuel consumption. B. To reduce the risk of fire. C. To reduce harmful exhaust gases. D. To reduce engine wear. The correct answer is C. To reduce harmful exhaust gases. Explanation: catalytic converters reduce a large percentage of harmful exhaust emissions. They work more efficiently when the engine has reached its normal working temperature. Question 7. You're parked on the road at night. When must you use parking lights? A. When there are continuous white lines in the middle of the road. B. When the speed limit exceeds 30 miles per hour. C. When you're facing oncoming traffic. D. When you're near a bus stop. The correct answer is B. When the speed limit exceeds 30 miles per hour. Explanation: when parking at night, park in the direction of the traffic. This will enable other road users to see the reflectors on the rear of your vehicle. Use your parking lights if the speed limit is over 30 miles per hour. Question 8. What makes your tires illegal? A. If they were bought second-hand. B. If they have any large, deep cuts in the side wall. C. If they're of different makes. D. If they have different tread patterns. The correct answer is B. If they have any large, deep cuts in the side wall. Explanation: your tires may be of different treads and makes. They can even be second-hand, as long as they're in good condition. They must, however, be intact without cuts or tears. When checking the side walls for cuts and bulges, do not forget to check the side of the tire that's hidden from view under the car. Question 9. When should you check the engine oil level? A. Before a long journey. B. When the engine is hot. C. Early in the morning. D. Every time you drive the car. The correct answer is A. Before a long journey. Explanation: an engine can use more oil during long journeys than on shorter trips. Insufficient engine oil is potentially dangerous. It can lead to excessive wear, mechanical breakdown, and expensive repairs. Most cars have a dipstick to allow the oil level to be checked. If not, you should refer to the vehicle handbook. Question 10. You're having difficulty finding a parking space in a busy town. Can you park on the zigzag lines of a zebra crossing? A. No, not unless you stay with your car. B. Yes, in order to drop off a passenger. C. Yes, if you do not block people from crossing. D. No, not under any circumstances. The correct answer is D. No, not under any circumstances. Explanation: it's an offense to park on the zigzag lines of a zebra crossing. You'll be causing an obstruction by obscuring the view of both pedestrians and drivers. Question 11. You're traveling on the motorway. How can you lower the risk of a collision when the vehicle behind is following too closely? A. Increase your distance from the vehicle in front. B. Brake sharply. C. Switch on your hazard warning lights. D. Move onto the hard shoulder and stop. The correct answer is A. Increase your distance from the vehicle in front. Explanation: on busy roads, traffic may still travel at high speeds. Do not follow the vehicle in front too closely. If a driver behind seems to be pushing you, gradually increase your distance from the vehicle in front by slowing down gently. This will give you more space in front if you have to brake, and will reduce the risk of a collision involving several vehicles. Question 12. What does it mean if the electronic stability control (ESC) indicator light comes on briefly while you're driving? A. The ESC system has activated. B. The ESC system has a fault. C. The ESC system is running a routine test. D. The ESC system is switched off. The correct answer is A. The ESC system has activated. Explanation: ESC is a computer-controlled technology that detects reduced traction and automatically makes corrective adjustments to prevent loss of control. The ESC light comes on briefly to alert the driver that the system has activated and the car is approaching its handling limits. It's a powerful driver aid, but it cannot save a car once its traction limits have been exceeded. Question 13. You're approaching a crossroads. What should you do if the traffic lights have failed? A. Brake and stop only for large vehicles. B. Brake sharply to a stop before looking. C. Be prepared to brake sharply to a stop. D. Be prepared to stop for any traffic. The correct answer is D. Be prepared to stop for any traffic. Explanation. When approaching a junction where the traffic lights have failed, you should proceed with caution. Treat the situation as an unmarked junction and be prepared to stop. Question 14. How can drinking alcohol affect your ability to drive or ride? A. Your ability to judge speed will be reduced. B. Your confidence will be reduced. C. Your reactions will be faster. D. Your awareness of danger will be improved. The correct answer is A. Your ability to judge speed will be reduced. Explanation. Alcohol will severely reduce your ability to drive or ride safely, and there are serious consequences if you're caught over the drink-drive limit. It's known that alcohol can affect your judgment and cause overconfidence, reduce coordination and control. Question 15. You take some cough medicine given to you by a friend. What should you do before driving your car? A. Ask your friend if taking the medicine affected their driving. B. Drink some strong coffee 1 hour before driving. C. Check the label to see if the medicine will affect your driving. D. Drive a short distance to see if the medicine is affecting your driving. The correct answer is C. Check the label to see if the medicine will affect your driving. Explanation. If you've taken medicine, never drive without first checking what the side effects might be. They might affect your judgment and perception, and therefore endanger lives. Question 16. You've just been overtaken by this motorcyclist. What should you do if the rider cuts in sharply? A. Sound the horn. B. Brake firmly. C. Keep a safe gap. D. Flash your lights. The correct answer is C. Keep a safe gap. Explanation. If another vehicle cuts in sharply, ease off the accelerator and drop back to allow a safe separation distance. Try not to overreact by braking sharply or swerving, as you could lose control. If vehicles behind you are too close or unprepared, it could lead to a crash. Question 17. You're waiting to emerge at a junction. Your view is restricted by parked vehicles. What can help you to see traffic on the road you're joining? A. Looking for traffic behind you. B. Reflections of traffic in windows. C. Making eye contact with other road users. D. Checking for traffic in your interior mirror. The correct answer is B. Reflections of traffic in windows. Explanation. You must be completely sure it's safe to emerge. Try to look for traffic through the windows of the parked cars or in the reflections in windows. Keep looking in all directions as you slowly edge forwards until you can see it's safe. Question 18. Who may use toucan crossings? A. Motorcyclists and cyclists. B. Motorcyclists and pedestrians. C. Only cyclists. D. Cyclists and pedestrians. The correct answer is D. Cyclists and pedestrians. Explanation. There are some crossings where cycle routes lead cyclists to cross at the same place as pedestrians. Always look out for cyclists, as they're likely to be approaching faster than pedestrians. Question 19. You're about to overtake a cyclist. Why should you leave them as much room as you would give to a car? A. The cyclist might speed up. B. The cyclist might get off their bicycle. C. The cyclist might be unsettled if you pass too near them. D. The cyclist might have to make a left turn. The correct answer is C. The cyclist might be unsettled if you pass too near them. Explanation: before overtaking, assess the situation. Look well ahead to see whether the cyclist will need to change direction. Be especially aware of a cyclist approaching parked vehicles, as they'll need to alter course. Do not pass too closely or cut in sharply, as this could unsettle the rider. Question 20. You want to turn right from a main road into a side road. What should you do just before turning? A. Cancel your right turn signal. B. Select first gear. C. Check for traffic overtaking on your right. D. Stop and set the parking brake. The correct answer is C. Check for traffic overtaking on your right. Explanation: in some circumstances, your indicators may be difficult to see and another road user may not realize you're about to turn. A final check in your mirror and blind spot can help you to see an overtaking vehicle so that you can avoid turning across their path.
Finding this video helpful? Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment below. Your support helps us create more practice videos to get you test ready. Now, let's get back to it.
Question 21. You're following a long vehicle as it approaches a crossroads. What should you do if it signals left but moves out to the right? A. Get closer in order to pass it quickly. B. Stay well back and give it room. C. Assume the signal is wrong and that it's turning right. D. Overtake it as it starts to slow down. The correct answer is B. Stay well back and give it room. Explanation: a long vehicle may need to swing out in the opposite direction as it approaches a turn to allow the rear wheels to clear the curb. Do not try to filter through if you see a gap. As the lorry turns, the gap will close. Question 22. You're driving in heavy traffic on a wet road. Which lights should you use if there's a lot of surface spray? A. Main beam headlights. B. Side lights only. C. Rear fog lights if visibility is more than 100 meters, 328 feet. D. Dipped headlights. The correct answer is D. Dipped headlights. Explanation: you must make sure that other road users can see you, but you do not want to dazzle them. Use your dipped headlights during the day if visibility is poor. If visibility falls below 100 meters, 328 feet, you may use your rear fog lights, but do not forget to turn them off when the visibility improves. Question 23. You're driving at night. What should you do if you're dazzled by headlights coming towards you? A. Pull down your sun visor. B. Slow down or stop. C. Flash your main beam headlights. D. Shade your eyes with your hand. The correct answer is B. Slow down or stop. Explanation: if the headlights of an oncoming vehicle dazzle you, slow down or, if necessary, stop. Do not close your eyes or swerve, as you'll increase your chances of having a collision. Do not flash your headlights either, as this could dazzle other drivers and make the situation worse. Question 24. When may front fog lights be used? A. When visibility is seriously reduced. B. When they're fitted above the bumper. C. When they're not as bright as the headlights. D. When an audible warning device is used. The correct answer is A. When visibility is seriously reduced. Explanation: your fog lights must only be used when visibility is reduced to 100 meters, 328 feet or less. You need to be familiar with the layout of your dashboard so you're aware if your fog lights have been switched on in error, or you've forgotten to switch them off. Question 25. Why is traveling in neutral for long distances known as coasting bad driving technique? A. It will cause the car to skid. B. It will make the engine stall. C. The engine will run faster. D. There will not be any engine braking. The correct answer is D. There will not be any engine braking. Explanation. Try to look and plan well ahead. Plan your approach to hazards and select the correct gear in good time. This will help give you the control you need to deal with anything unexpected that may occur. Question 26. What color are the reflective studs between the lanes on a motorway? A. Green. B. Amber. C. White. D. Red. The correct answer is C. White. Explanation. White studs are found between the lanes on motorways. They reflect back the light from your headlights. This is especially useful in bad weather, when visibility is restricted. Question 27. You're on a 3-lane motorway. Which lane are you in if there are red reflective studs on your left and white ones to your right? A. In the right-hand lane. B. In the middle lane. C. On the hard shoulder. D. In the left-hand lane. The correct answer is D. In the left-hand lane. Explanation. The colors of the reflective studs on the motorway and their locations are in red, between the hard shoulder, and the carriageway in white, between lanes. In amber, between the carriageway and the central reservation in green along slip road. Exits and entrances and bright green-yellow, at roadworks and contraflow systems. Question 28. Your vehicle has broken down on a motorway. What should you do if you're not able to get onto the hard shoulder? A. Switch on your hazard warning lights. B. Stop the traffic behind and ask for help. C. Attempt to repair your vehicle quickly. D. Stand behind your vehicle to warn others. The correct answer is A. Switch on your hazard warning lights. Explanation. If you cannot get your vehicle onto the hard shoulder, use your hazard warning lights to warn others. Leave your vehicle only when you can safely get clear of the carriageway. Do not try to repair the vehicle or attempt to place any warning device on the carriageway. Question 29. When should you use the right-hand lane of a 3-lane dual carriageway? A. When you're overtaking only. B. When you're overtaking or turning right. C. When you're using cruise control. D. When you're turning right only. The correct answer is B. When you're overtaking or turning right. Explanation. You should normally use the left-hand lane on any dual carriageway, unless you're overtaking or turning right. When overtaking on a dual carriageway, look for vehicles ahead that are turning right. They may be slowing or stopped. You need to see them in good time so that you can take appropriate action. Question 30. You're approaching a busy junction. What should you do when, at the last moment, you realize you're in the wrong lane? A. Continue in that lane. B. Force your way into the lane you need. C. Stop until the area has cleared. D. Use arm signals to help you change lane. The correct answer is A. Continue in that lane. Explanation. There are times when road markings are obscured by queuing traffic, or you're unsure which lane to use. If, at the last moment, you find you're in the wrong lane, do not cut across or bully other drivers to let you in. Follow the lane you're in, and find somewhere safe to turn around and rejoin your route. Question 31. A cycle lane, marked by a solid white line, is in operation. What does this mean for car drivers? A. They may park in the lane. B. They may drive in the lane at any time. C. They may use the lane when necessary. D. They must not drive along the lane. The correct answer is D. They must not drive along the lane. Explanation: while it's in operation, other vehicles must not use this part of the carriageway except to pick up or set down passengers. At other times, when the lane is not in operation, you should still be aware that there may be cyclists using the lane. Give them plenty of room as you pass and allow for their movement from side to side, especially in windy weather or on a bumpy road. Question 32. Your insurer will issue you with an insurance certificate. When must you produce this document for inspection? A. When making a SORN. B. When buying or selling a vehicle. C. When a police officer asks you for it. D. When your vehicle is having an MOT test. The correct answer is C. When a police officer asks you for it. Explanation: you must produce a valid insurance certificate when requested by a police officer. If you cannot do this immediately, you may be asked to take it to a police station. Other documents you may be asked to produce are your driving license and the vehicle's MOT certificate. Question 33. In order to supervise a learner driver, you need to have held a full driving license for the same category of vehicle for at least 3 years. What other requirement must you meet? A. To have a car with dual controls. B. To be at least 21 years old. C. To be an approved driving instructor. D. To hold an advanced driving certificate. The correct answer is B. To be at least 21 years old. Explanation: learner drivers benefit by combining professional driving lessons with private practice. However, you need to be at least 21 years old and have held your driving license for at least 3 years before you can supervise a learner driver. Question 34. What should you do if you see a large box fall from a lorry onto the motorway? A. Go to the next emergency telephone and report the hazard. B. Catch up with the lorry and try to get the driver's attention. C. Stop close to the box until the police arrive. D. Pull over to the hard shoulder, then remove the box. The correct answer is A. Go to the next emergency telephone and report the hazard. Explanation: lorry drivers can be unaware of objects falling from their vehicles. If you see something fall onto a motorway, look to see if the driver pulls over. If they do not stop, do not attempt to retrieve the object yourself. Pull onto the hard shoulder near an emergency telephone and report the hazard. Question 35. What should you do if a tire bursts while you're driving? A. Pull on the parking brake. B. Brake as quickly as possible. C. Pull up slowly at the side of the road. D. Continue on at a normal speed. The correct answer is C. Pull up slowly at the side of the road. Explanation: a tire bursting can lead to a loss of control, especially if you're traveling at high speed. Using the correct procedure should help you to stop the vehicle safely. Question 36. What information should you share if you're involved in a collision that causes damage to another vehicle? A. Your occupation and reason for your journey. B. Your name, address, and vehicle registration number. C. Your national insurance number. D. Your internet service provider. The correct answer is B. Your name, address, and vehicle registration number. Explanation: try to keep calm and do not rush. Make sure that you've shared all the relevant details with the other driver before you leave the scene. If possible, take pictures and note the positions of all the vehicles involved. Question 37. What would be affected if you carry a very heavy load on your vehicle? A. The vehicle's gearbox. B. The vehicle's ventilation. C. The vehicle's handling. D. The vehicle's battery. The correct answer is C. The vehicle's handling. Explanation: any load will have an effect on the handling of your vehicle, and this becomes worse as you increase the load. You need to be aware of this when carrying passengers or heavy loads, fitting a roof rack or towing a trailer. Question 38. You're in the right-hand lane of a 3-lane motorway. What do these overhead signs mean? A. Move to the left and reduce your speed to 50 miles per hour. B. There are roadworks 50 meters 55 yards ahead. C. Use the hard shoulder until you've passed the hazard. D. Leave the motorway at the next exit. The correct answer is A. Move to the left and reduce your speed to 50 miles per hour. Explanation: you must obey these signs even if there appear to be no problems ahead. There could be queuing traffic or another hazard that you cannot see yet. Question 39. Why should these road markings be kept clear? A. To allow children to be dropped off at school. B. To allow teachers to park. C. To allow children to be picked up after school. D. To allow children to see and be seen when they're crossing the road. The correct answer is D. To allow children to see and be seen when they're crossing the road. Explanation: the markings are there to show that the area should be kept clear. This is to allow an unrestricted view for approaching drivers and riders and children wanting to cross the road. Question 40. What do the long white lines along the center of the road mean? A. Bus lane. B. Hazard warning. C. Give way. D. Lane marking. The correct answer is B. Hazard warning. Explanation: the center of the road is usually marked by a broken white line, with lines that are shorter than the gaps. When the lines become longer than the gaps, this is a hazard warning line. Look well ahead for these, especially when you're planning to overtake or turn off. Question 41. You're driving in the right-hand lane of a dual carriageway. What should you do if you see a sign showing that the right-hand lane is closed 800 yards ahead? A. Keep in that lane until you reach the queue. B. Move to the left immediately. C. Wait and see which lane is moving faster. D. Move to the left in good time. The correct answer is D. Move to the left in good time. Explanation: keep a lookout for traffic signs. If you're directed to change lanes, do so in good time. Do not push your way into traffic in another lane, and try to gain advantage by delaying changing lanes. Question 42. What action should you take when you see flashing amber lights under a school warning sign? A. Reduce speed until you're clear of the area. B. Keep up your speed and sound the horn. C. Increase your speed to clear the area quickly. D. Wait at the lights until they stop flashing. The correct answer is A. Reduce speed until you're clear of the area. Explanation: the flashing amber lights are switched on to warn you that children may be crossing near a school. Slow down and take extra care, as you may have to stop. Question 43. What does this sign mean? A. New speed limit 20 miles per hour. B. No vehicles over 30 tons. C. Minimum speed limit 30 miles per hour. D. End of 20 miles per hour zone. The correct answer is D. End of 20 miles per hour zone. Explanation: where you see this sign, the 20 miles per hour restriction ends and a 30 miles per hour restriction starts. Check all around for possible hazards and only increase your speed if it's safe to do so. Question 44. What does this sign mean? A. Route for trams only. B. Route for buses only. C. Parking for buses only. D. Parking for trams only. The correct answer is A. Route for trams only. Explanation: avoid blocking tram routes. Trams are fixed on their route and cannot maneuver around other vehicles or pedestrians. Modern trams travel quickly and are quiet, so you might not hear them approaching. Question 45. What does this sign mean? A. Waiting restrictions apply. B. Waiting permitted. C. National speed limit applies. D. Clear way, no stopping. The correct answer is A. Waiting restrictions apply. Explanation: there'll be a plate or additional sign to tell you when the restrictions apply. Question 46. What does this traffic sign mean? A. No overtaking allowed. B. Give priority to oncoming traffic. C. Two-way traffic. D. One-way traffic only. The correct answer is B. Give priority to oncoming traffic. Explanation: priority signs are normally shown where the road is narrow and there's not enough room for two vehicles to pass. Examples are narrow bridges, roadworks, and where there's a width restriction. Make sure you know who has priority. Do not force your way through. Show courtesy and consideration to other road users. Question 47. What does this sign mean? A. End of dual carriageway. B. Tall bridge. C. Road narrows. D. End of narrow bridge. The correct answer is A. End of dual carriageway. Explanation: do not wait until the last moment before moving into the left-hand lane. Plan ahead and do not rely on other traffic letting you in. Question 48. What does this sign mean? A. No motor vehicles. B. End of motorway. C. No through road. D. End of bus lane. The correct answer is B. End of motorway. Explanation: when you leave the motorway, make sure that you check your speedometer. You may be going faster than you realize. Slow down and look for speed limit signs. Question 49. What does this sign mean? A. Vehicles may not park on the verge or footway. B. Vehicles may park on the left-hand side of the road only. C. Vehicles may park fully on the verge or footway. D. Vehicles may park on the right-hand side of the road only. The correct answer is C. Vehicles may park fully on the verge or footway. Explanation: in order to keep roads free from parked cars, there are some areas where you're allowed to park on the verge. Only do this where you see the sign. Parking on verges or footways anywhere else could lead to a fine. Question 50. What does this sign mean? A. Multi-exit roundabout. B. Risk of ice. C. 6 roads converge. D. Place of historical interest. The correct answer is B. Risk of ice. Explanation: it will take up to 10 times longer to stop when it's icy. Where there's a risk of icy conditions, you need to be aware of this and take extra care. If you think the road may be icy, do not brake or steer harshly, as your tires could lose their grip on the road.